Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome back to my channel, Krymson Reigns. Um, this is part 3 of my Krymson Reigns series, from drawing to custom figures. And This is my Crimson Samuels character that you saw the drawing of in the beginning. And this I had a lot of fun doing. I didn't do as much sculpting in this one as I did the other two characters, mainly because the base figure fit a lot of what I was trying to do. But I did more probably with paint and then experimenting with a few different things like the beard, things like that. But Yeah, so I took Death Metal Superman and Death Metal Batman and actually used that to create this character, or to create this figure. And I think it came out really nice. I used the, what is it, the hooded cloak from The Witcher to actually for the tunic, because the cloak is, yeah, the cloak itself on the drawing is a closed up tunic, and I couldn't find anything that actually had something like that that I could use for this character. But also, the more I was thinking about it, if I did, I actually wanted to do that part myself. I didn't want something that was completely done, completely finished, because then it didn't feel like I did the work. And that part of what me doing, doing this is it's fun for me doing it. So I wanted to be able to do that myself, to give that look. But what I did do is to try to give it the appearance of kind of being closed up a bit, is actually add the belt. Well, I didn't remove the belt that was on Superman already. I love how they had the chains on there. So I left that on there and just repainted it. I took the staff from Robin, the McFarlane Robin, the Tim Drake one, that's what I'm trying to say, and use a Dremel to file it down some on the ends. And then, painted it, highlighted to give it the glowing effect. This is the energy staff that he actually creates from his own abilities. And took the power signature from Black Adam and repainted that. I tried to leave some of the yellow in it, so it would give it some variation in color. Again, I use Millie Putty for the beard, to sculpt the beard and mustache on there. And since one of the things I really liked, since this was a what's it called? Doggone it. Oh, the Superman. It already had the heat vision eyes. So what I did do still to kind of add to that, I used a fluorescent magenta with the Vallejo paints, that's the kind of paint I use. Vallejo paints for all these, to give it a little more shine to it. So when the light hits it, it actually looks like it's glowing and shining. So I thought that was pretty cool doing that. And this character itself is like 80 years old. And so he is an older character, older gentleman. So, I gave him gray hair, but also did a wash over it, a black wash, to give it more depth to it, which is not coming quite out like that on camera. But it's more detailed. I'm trying to see. Nah, it's not doing it on camera. But it gives it more depth than what's showing up on camera. Same for the face. I gave him like aging lines and painted a bit, which again is not coming up on camera quite the way it should. Well, let me see if I can turn. Does this light go down anymore? Nope. That's about as much as that's going down. Oh, another thing about this, like all the Crimson there, when they use their abilities, their eyes actually light up, have like an electric red to it. And what's different about this character, he's actually blind. So he sees through the Holy Spirit, which gives him his, which he is constantly using. So he sees differently from how everyone else sees. He does not see through natural eyes, which is why he's constantly using his ability. So this is actually supposed to be like one of the more formidable characters in the book. Also, I did paint all under the tunic. And as you can see, he does not actually have a full body armor. Like, he doesn't create that like the other characters can. They actually create that from the body. He creates parts that are like that, but it doesn't form over his entire body the way theirs does. I did add take the with the tunic and the coat. I didn't want them to be just straight black. Uh, the cloak and the drawing is all red. This one I want to get variation because I could, like I said, I could not get that to translate well on the figure. So, and it was just too much red coming through. So I had to break that up and gave him a black tunic. I mean, black coat. It was black and it mixed a little bit of red in it to give it, to still have some of that red come through. And then I did a red wash over it. And it gave it a really nice leathery look in doing that. So I thought that was pretty cool how that came through and how they actually, even on camera, I mean, you can see it. Cutting the spikes off the shoulders gave it a nice scale-like look to it. So I enjoy how that really I like how that really came out and how it's even showing through on here now. So let me bring my other characters that I've done so far on here and bring the reason why it all came together in the first place is Krymson Reigns. So without this character, there would be none of the rest of these. This character, I was, like I said in my original video, sitting in class, drawing, just kind of doodling a little bit, and decided, that's how I came up with this one. I was supposed to be listening, but I was, hey, I'm a multitasker. That's what I do. I multitask. So made this character in class, and then it spawned the other characters that you're seeing now and that I've made along the way. And then my Krymson Knight character. This is actually the second one that I made. And that's pretty much why I'm doing the videos in this order. I'm doing the order that I actually created the characters. If I can get him up here right. So I don't want him knocking anything down. Yes, I want that. So, but yeah, I think they look really good together, the way they actually scale with one another. You even see the differences in the armor. They're not the same. That's one of the things why I didn't want to use the same body type or the same figure over and over again, because I wanted it to look different for each character. The way I drew it is that it's supposed to be different for each character. So I like how this actually came out, that even with the imperfections in certain parts that I decided to leave in there as I was going along the way. Because I was like, oh, maybe I should smooth this out, but I decided to leave it in there in the end because I liked how that imperfection came out to make each piece look individual. Yeah, that's actually going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying making these. I got a couple more that's coming out that's along this line. And I hope you tune in for the next one.
Hey, Krymson, run it up.